Jim Blocky, Real Ed Aid. And today's vlog is going to be a few minutes longer than normal, but the information I have and I think is vital, and I think it'll be worth that extra 3 or 4 minutes. Do you remember Paul Revere and his ride? The British are coming, the British are coming. Well, I'm going to kind of do the same thing today, except I'm going to do it on video, not on a horse. The liberals are coming, the liberals are coming. And if you don't think these liberals are every bit as dangerous as these Brits, you're sadly mistaken. You see, personally, I'm just so fed up with these liberals and their hatred of this country and their repulsive misinterpretations of the constitutions, and they do it on purpose. And they're better than thou hypocritical BS agenda and attitude. I'm fed up with it. You know, the First Amendment does not give you the right to shut a speaker down by continuously shouting so they can't speak just because you don't like what a real American is saying. That's not what the First Amendment was about. The First Amendment does not give you the right to shut down a freeway in protest. I mean, what if someone were on the way to the hospital for an emergency and they couldn't get through, you idiots? Did you think of that? Of course not, because you are thoughtless liberal idiots. The First Amendment does not give you the right to harass a conservative family having dinner. And it certainly doesn't give you the right to remove a conservative from a restaurant or their family while they're eating. It's despicable. And it definitely is a disgrace for some racist congressman to incite these acts and to encourage them. Despicable. You know, these liberals, they really hate the First Amendment, honestly, but they really hate the Second Amendment. You see, because as long as that is intact, they know they will not gain control. And that is really the issue here. They want control. They believe they know better than we do. And they think they can take care of us. Well, that is just so sweet, but that's not what America's all about. That's communism or socialism. How about the separation of powers? You know, you guys put forth judges who are activists for your filthy agenda. While on the other hand, we put forth judges who actually believe in the Constitution and the way our founding fathers wrote it. You know, our judges, they actually read the actions in front of them and they rule on it based on what the intentions of the founding fathers were. In other words, they don't try to squeeze out some meaning of it so that they can get a ruling that satisfies their own evil desires. You know, and you know what? This was really a fear of Thomas Jefferson. He was always afraid the Supreme Court would make laws instead of interpret it. And that's exactly what's happening today. And this is happening in America because they, the liberals, have used our education system to train our children, our little kids, to believe the government knows best. Not only that, you non-Americans use the plight of children, handicapped children, to further your causes. That's despicable. You know, and you accuse us of how real Americans are unfeeling in regards to the borders. Yet when we, real Americans, when we go to the source of the problem to help these children while they're in their own countries, you know, you say we have no business spending taxpayer money to help them. While in reality, if you go to Nicaragua, you go to Africa, you go to India or other nations where these families and children are starving, if you go there, you save money, you can help them there. Then they don't have to take that dangerous plight here to America. But you don't like that. Why? Because if we help them over there in their own country, it serves no political purpose for you, no political gain for you. And your need to weaken America, they serve no political capital for you or your vile, repulsive, abhorrent goals to bring America down. You know, real Americans like our American soldiers, firefighters, policemen, and you know, those Granite Mountain hotshots who gave their lives to protect children, families, and America, they're repulsive to you because they are the antithesis of you. While they're selfless, altruistic, noble, and gallant, while you people are selfish, egotistical, self-centered, self-seeking. And the real tragedy is too many of our young children actually look up to you because you've manipulated them to believe that you are their only way to succeed in their lives. And nothing could be further from the truth. America was an honorable, caring, sovereign nation that put its citizens ahead of its leaders. Much like God the Father, who put his people's needs in front of his by sending his Son, Jesus Christ, to die for everybody. Non-Americans have not only rejected God and his ways, but they have prohibited any kind of talk of his love and kindness. In the same manner, they have rejected the real America by dishonoring the truth of the history of America with your lies and your manipulations in regards to those who truly are real Americans. Having only the perception of caring. That's all you have, is the perception of caring, only to further your cause and eliminate our sovereignty with open borders. And why? Simply to stack the votes for you. Get more votes, that's the only reason. These non-Americans, again known as liberals, have no ethics, while finding fault with all those who do not believe as they do. They talk about freedom while with every breath restrain the real Americans' truth and freedom. They speak about the importance of educating our youth to be free thinkers, while in the classroom they train them to conform and comply to their ways. Our liberal non-American leaders maneuver our children into submission. You disgust me. And what I'm telling you is what I've been telling everybody for years. I've been saying this for years. These liberal Democrats, they're not our colleagues, people. They're not someone who we should be bipartisan with. They're our enemy. They are our enemy. Their desire is to dismantle the Constitution and turn America into a non-sovereign socialist nation at best. And they're doing this through our immigration system and our education system. Nothing's more important than seizing command of these two systems. For if we do not, America at some point in the future will not be America. At least not our America. Now, one last thing is I do need your help to get this message out. So what I'd like you to do is to subscribe to Real Ed Aid. You can go to Facebook and like and follow my page there. Also, if you could go to the bottom of this page here and make comments, start discussions, and share my videos, you would be doing me a great service. Because you see, there is power in numbers. So what I need your help with those numbers. I thank you so much for taking all this time to listen to me today. God bless you. God bless America. This is Jim Blocky with Real Ed Aid.